Your car's suspension loses 20% of its performance within the first 60,000 miles. Not from catastrophic failure, but from progressive deterioration that most owners ignore. This silent degradation costs you money in premature tire wear, reduces handling safety, and accelerates expensive parts. The difference between suspension that feels loose at 80,000 miles and one that rides smooth at 20,000 miles isn't luck or build quality. In this video, you'll discover the 7 steps professional mechanics use to restore suspension performance and the specific procedures that actually work. Step number 1. Check tire pressure and balance. Your tires are the foundation of your suspension system, and incorrect pressure creates problems no other repair can fix. Modern suspension components depend on proper tire inflation to function correctly, with each tire supporting hundreds of pounds through a precisely engineered air cushion. Underinflated tires flex excessively, causing heat buildup that accelerates tread wear while allowing excessive movement that stresses suspension components. Your shocks and struts work overtime trying to control this additional motion, wearing them out prematurely. When tire pressure drops just 15 psi below specification, stopping distances increase up to 10 feet at highway speeds, and suspension component lifespan decreases by up to 15%. Overinflated tires create equally serious problems. The rigid sidewalls transfers road impacts directly into suspension joints and bushings instead of absorbing them. This harsh ride accelerates bushing deterioration and increases stress on ball joints, tie rods, and control arms. Check your tire pressure monthly using a quality gauge, not the built-in TPMS system, when only alerts you when tire pressure drops dangerously low. Morning checks provide the most accurate readings when tires are cold. Look for the manufacturer's recommended pressure on the driver's door jamb sticker, not the maximum PSI listed on the tire sidewall. Tire balance proves equally critical to suspension longevity. An unbalanced wheel creates vibrations that pound your suspension components with each revolution. These oscillations stress bearings, bushings, and joints in ways they weren't designed to handle. Professional balancing costs $15 to $25 per wheel and should be performed whenever tires are rotated or when you notice steering wheel vibration at inconsistent speeds. Avoid chops that balance only the outside of the wheel. Proper road force balancing addresses both static and dynamic imbalance, requiring specialized equipment that measures how the tire and wheel interact under load. This $80 to $100 service prevents the suspension destroying vibrations that conventional balancing might miss. Step number 2. Inspect shock absorbers and struts. Your shock absorbers control suspension movement, preventing the springs from oscillating after impacts. As they age, internal valving wears and fluid leaks past seals, causing progressively worse control that you may not notice until it's severe enough to damage other components. Leaking shocks are the most visible failure, but performance degradation begins long before fluid appears on the outside. After 50,000 miles, most shocks lose 20 to 30% of their damping ability without showing external symptoms. This reduced control allows excessive suspension movement that accelerates wear on steering components, ball joints, and bushings. Visual inspection requires getting underneath your vehicle and examining each shock or strut carefully. Look for oily residue on the body, especially near the shaft seal. Any wetness indicates internal seal failure requiring replacement. Even without visible leakage, aged shocks develop internal wear that reduces dampening effectiveness. The balance test provides a simple effectiveness check. Push down hard on each corner of your vehicle, then release. A properly functioning suspension should rebound once and stop, not continue oscillating. Multiple bounces indicate worn shocks that need replacement. Replacing shocks and struts costs $200 to $400 per pair plus installation, but this investment prevents thousands of secondary damage. Quality aftermarket options from KYB or Blistein often outperform original equipment while maintaining proper ride characteristics. Avoid budget brands that may fail prematurely or change your vehicle's handling dynamics in dangerous ways. Always replace shocks and struts in pairs, even if only one shows visible leakage. Mismatched dampening characteristics create uneven handling that accelerates wear on the new component while compromising safety. The labor cost difference between replacing one or both sides is minimal, making paired replacement an economical long-term choice. Step number 3. Check bushings and control arms. Rubber bushings isolate metal suspension components from each other, reducing vibration and allowing controlled movement without metal-on-metal contact. These critical components deteriorate through age, heat cycling, and exposure to road contaminants, creating play that translates to vague handling and suspension noise. Bushing inspection requires examining rubber components for cracks, splits, or deterioration. Look for dry rot patterns resembling alligator skin, indicating rubber has hardened and lost its ability to flex properly. Physical movement indicates worn bushings that need replacement. Any detectable play accelerates wear throughout the suspension system. Control arms connect your wheels to the vehicle frame through multiple bushings. These assemblies absorb road impacts while maintaining proper wheel alignment. As bushings deteriorate, control arms develop excessive play that manifests as vague steering response, irregular tire wear, and alignment angles that won't stay adjusted. Polyurethane bushings provide an upgrade option for vehicles requiring replacement. These synthetic bushings last significantly longer than rubber while providing more precise handling. The increased stiffness transmits slightly more road feel, making them ideal for enthusiast drivers willing to trade a minor comfort reduction for enhanced durability and performance. Bushing replacement costs vary widely based on location and difficulty. Control arm bushings typically run $200 to $300 per side, including labor, while sway bar bushings might cost only $50 to $100 to replace. The investment prevents expensive secondary damage to bearings, ball joints, and steering components that would otherwise fail from excessive movement. Step number 4. Align your wheels properly. Wheel alignment ensures your tires contact the road at the precise angles engineers designed for optimal handling, tire life, and suspension component longevity. Even minor misalignment accelerates wear throughout the system, while reducing fuel economy and compromising safety. Alignment angles drift gradually through normal driving as bushings settle and components wear. Impact events like hitting potholes or curbs can cause sudden changes requiring immediate correction. Without proper alignment, your vehicle pulls to one side, wears tires unevenly, and places additional stress on bearings, joints, and steering components. Professional alignment requires specialized equipment that measures camber, caster, and toe settings to precise specifications. The $80 to $120 investment prevents hundreds of premature tire wear and suspension damage. Quality shops provide before and after measurements, showing how far your vehicle deviated from specification. Always perform alignment checks after any suspension work, including shock, strut, or control arm replacement. New components shift alignment angles as they settle into position. Skipping this critical step negates much of the benefit from your repair investment, as misaligned wheels continue stressing components and wearing tires unevenly. Step number 5. Grease suspension joints, if serviceable. Modern vehicles increasingly use sealed components that can't be lubricated, but many trucks, SUVs, and older vehicles retain grease fittings that require regular maintenance. These serviceable joints allow fresh lubricant to flush out contamination and prevent premature wear. Ball joints, tire rod ends, and some control arm pivots feature small metal nipples called Zerk fittings that accept grease gun pressure. This design allows fresh lubricant to reach internal bearing surfaces, replacing moisture and contaminants that would otherwise cause accelerated wear. Regular greasing can double or triple component lifespan. Proper greasing requires a manual or pneumatic grease gun loaded with quality chassis grease. Apply pressure to each fitting until you see fresh grease purging around rubber boots or seals. This ensures complete lubrication while flushing out old, contaminated grease. The process takes 15 to 20 minutes, but saves hundreds in premature component replacement. Never use WD-40 or penetrating oils as joint lubricants. These products lack the pressure resistance and staying power required for bearing surfaces under constant load. Quality chassis grease contains extreme pressure additives that maintain protection even under severe conditions. NLGI No. 2 lithium complex grease works well for most applications, providing excellent water resistance and temperature stability. Step number 6. Replace worn sway bar links. Sway bar links connect your anti-roll bars to the suspension, controlling body lean during cornering while allowing normal suspension travel over bumps. These small components play an outsized role in handling precision, with worn links creating clunks, rattles, and sloppy cornering response. Link inspection requires checking for excessive play in the ball joint connections. grasp the link and attempt to move it. Any detectable movement indicates wear requiring replacement. Even minor play creates knocking noises over bumps and reduces handling precision as the suspension takes up slack before transferring force through the sway bar. Replacement links cost $20 to $50 per pair, making them among the most cost-effective suspension upgrades available. Installation takes 30 to 60 minutes with basic hand tools, requiring only jack stands and standard sockets in most cases. This simple repair eliminates annoying noises while restoring precise handling and cornering stability. Quality aftermarket links often outperform original equipment, using better materials and more durable ball joint designs. Brands like Moog, Mevotech, and Delphi offer enhanced designs with greasable joints or polyurethane bushings that extend service life while improving handling precision. The minimal cost difference makes choosing premium components the logical choice. Install links with the suspension at normal ride height, never while hanging from a lift. Tightening fasteners with the suspension extended puts bushings under normal preload that accelerates wear and creates binding. Support the vehicle on jack stands at normal height, or perform final tightening after lowering to ensure proper bushing alignment. Step number 7. Upgrade rubber components. As vehicles age, rubber suspension components harden and lose elasticity, creating a cascade of performance problems. Strategic upgrades of the polyurethane or enhanced rubber formulations restore handling precision while extending service life beyond original specifications. Polyurethane bushings offer several advantages over factory rubber, including greater durability, improved precision, and resistance to oil contamination. The stiffer material transmits more road feel while eliminating the vague response that develops as rubber components age and deteriorate. Complete kits typically cost $150 to $300, but last significantly longer than standard rubber replacements. Installation requires proper preparation and lubricant use to prevent squeaking. Quality polyurethane kits include specialized grease that prevents the noise problems associated with early designs. Apply this lubricant generously to all contact surfaces during installation, ensuring quiet operation throughout the component's extended lifespan. Consider selective upgrading rather than converting every bushing to polyurethane. Strategic placement of sway bar bushings and end links provides the greatest handling improvement with minimal comfort impact. Full conversions work well for performance-oriented drivers, while comfort-focused owners might choose enhanced rubber formulations instead. Modern rubber compounds offer significant improvements over original equipment, especially for vehicles manufactured before 2000. These enhanced formulations resist deterioration from heat, ozone, and oil exposure that quickly degrades standard rubber. The minimal cost premium delivers substantially longer service life without changing ride characteristics. Complete bushing kits provide excellent value when performing comprehensive suspension restoration. These packages include all wear components for specific suspension systems, ensuring uniform performance and preventing the uneven handling that results from mixing new and deteriorated components. The $200 to $500 investment restores like-new handling while preventing expensive repairs from cascading failures. Bonus tip: don't ignore strange noises. Suspension noises provide early warning of developing problems. Addressing these warnings promptly prevents minor concerns from escalating into expensive repairs. Clunking noises when driving over bumps typically indicate loose or worn components. Common culprits include sway bar links, strut mounts, and control arm bushings. Squeaking or creaking during steering or suspension movement points to dried bushings or lack of lubrication at pivot points. Early intervention with appropriate lubricants often resolves the issue without component replacement. Knocking sounds during low-speed turning frequently indicate worn CV joints or ball joints. Prompt replacement prevents catastrophic failure that could leave you stranded. Humming or growling that changes with speed typically points to wheel bearing deterioration. Addressing bearing noise early prevents more expensive damage to hubs and spindles. Which of these suspension issues have you been experiencing? Share your experience in the comments below, and subscribe for more professional maintenance guidance that protects your investment. Remember, the difference between suspension that feels loose at 80,000 miles versus one that rides tight at 200,000 isn't luck, it's preventative maintenance. These 7 steps cost far less than replacing your entire suspension system, while delivering handling, and safety benefits you'll notice immediately.